Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm starting to catch why these echoes are coming up here. How is everybody doing this evening? All right. Sorry, I'm like running real behind. I'm like frazzled trying to get everything freaking EDC ad. Let me say what's up to everybody in chat real quick. What's up, Jess, Milo, Colleen, Harvey, Esmore, Zane, Monty, Be Charming, Survival Julia. Let me see if I'm missing anybody. Kaylin. Hey, Kaylin, I saw you over on Mike's Asymmetrical's live stream. That was pretty cool. I'm glad you got to do a live earlier today. CB, what is up? Rena. I jumped on my phone just in time. Long day, eh? Yeah, I had an extremely long day. What's up, Spaceballs? Caribbean House. Let me see who else. Busted Beak. Jaffet. More rain in Des Moines. All right. I think I said what's up to everybody. And let me switch this over to comments so I can catch any comments that I can see. And let me see if I run this banner, it should be good to go. All right, let's click on the comments. What's up, Joe Morgan? I'm glad you're still here, Keto. I know it's late, folks. So I need some advice. What's up, Gardner Josh? I needed to know if any of you guys watched the replay of Tuesday, because I talked about a few things and mentioned a few things that I wanted you guys to know about. I just don't know if everybody missed it because they couldn't see or if they couldn't hear me and stuff. What's up, Prepper Chicken, Texas? Aussie Mom Homestead, what is up? You know, there was several things that I was talking about on Tuesday night that was relevant, and I wanted to talk to you folks. Wow, that's awesome, Joe. Wink Tart to Tanabella. I don't know if I said that correctly, but thank you for joining us. I'm just going to call you Wink. Can you see GreyMan? Yeah, I can see. This time I can see. Tuesday was a pretty horrible situation. What's up, D14? So this is blowing me away. And I'm assuming, Mrs. Monty, what is up? I don't know what's going on Thursdays, man. When I first started the Thursday late night with Gray, it was wide open. Nobody was streaming. I just happened to jump on YouTube, and there's 9 people streaming. 9 people. 9 folks streaming. I'm like, what in the heck is transpiring? Maybe they need watch hours. Maybe. I have no idea. But it is what it is. And I like doing my Thursday late night streams with you guys because I get to talk to a lot of you folks. Shift Engineering, what is up? Anyways, so I don't know what you guys miss. Gardner Josh, I told you I have that thing for you wherever it went now. I don't know if you remember Gardner Josh. I was talking about the webcam that I have for you that I'm going to mail out to you this week. So hopefully you saw that, Gardner Josh. I was talking about the peanut butter. We're talking about the freeze-dried peanut butter or whatnot. And I was talking about the honey that I picked up at a local, I talked about this on Ghost's channel too, this honey that I picked up there. And some other things on Tuesday's stream. Jaffet, no, I understand that. And I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that. Yeah, Zane, that's what I don't understand. But here's the problem with everybody going live. And I don't want to knock too many people in regard. What's up, Emily L? I don't want to knock folks, right? Because I do it on Thursday nights. Thursday nights, I go live. I don't have a specific topic. It's just to end my week. I like to throw out the link sometimes to bring guests on and just kind of tell you guys about my day and just kind of talk about a few things. So it's not really like it's a live that like a planned live where like I have something going on or a specific topic. But lately I've been watching a ton of lives. And this is even outside the prepper community, just lives in general, where folks are just coming on and just like almost nothing. It's weird. I usually try to get something that's entertaining or informative and things like that. And it's just been a bunch of nothing. There's some good channels out there that go live. Like, wow, man, I came across a smaller channel. I don't know if they want me to say their name, but I had talked to them and I was like, man, you guys are the information you guys are talking about here is really, really cool. Joe Morgan says, need to schedule a crossover type stuff could help others find each other. That's a good possibility, Joe. And Joe, ironically, you say that there is some people that I'm working with that are outside of the prepping realm that I'm trying to work with as a crossover, if that makes sense. It seems some nights nothing, then some nights everyone, but I only follow a few. I hear you, Doc Mac. And I want to say thank you to, we have 40 people in chat or 41 watching, somewhere around there, 40. So truly appreciate you guys tuning in to hear GreyMan ramble on Thursday nights. But I am going to do maybe I'm going to mention this now because you guys are awesome and you guys are following me. I'm going to be doing a pop-up giveaway tonight. That I will be doing. What's up, Muzzle Flash? What's up, Janine? Exactly, S. Moore. Live stream TV guy would be phenomenal. And Jess, that was nice having you and Pinball together on the same screen. That was pretty cool earlier today. And then a lot of you folks, I don't know if you guys know Mike from Asymmetrical. He did his live today. He actually gave me a wrench, which I thought was kind of cool. What's up, Tina West? But the roaming prepper, what is up? I see more of you folks in there. But yeah, so that's I'm gonna spice this one up just because I like to give stuff away. Right, Jess? Brandon Anderson, I'm doing well. I'm doing well, man. It's been a long day at work, and I'm here relaxing with you folks. Oh, okay. So Cliff is working on a YouTube channel guide, huh? Me and Cliff have been talking back and forth. Want you to take worldwide food crisis shortage billions, trying to block out the sun billion. Muzzle, I hear you, man. But YouTube doesn't like when I talk about stuff like that. Right, Jeff? That's a good one, Jeff. Maybe I should start my Thursday night streams like, are you ready to ramble? I'd probably get copyright striked or something like that. Terry Very, thank you. I appreciate that. Truly do. Life with Bobby, what is up? God, there's a lot more folks in here than I expected with all the lives going on. I feel like Doc Mac said, I feel like I miss a lot during the day working so much. Doc Mac, I agree with you. Luckily, my job, the way it is I have some options where I can watch some content. I can't stay engaged in it as much as I'd like to, especially if it's, it's pertinent to what's going on. Yeah, no, I understand that, Wing, too. That's why I usually don't do many lives during the day. I try to set stuff up. And I have a schedule that I try to follow. Yeah, Jeff, sorry I went silent there because I was reading Jeffette's thing. And you don't have to be a member, brother. That's just an extra step some folks. Thanks, Monty. Thanks, Monty, for the super chat. It's truly appreciated. I had an issue with YouTube. I was talking to Mark about it, and I was going to say something, but last week's Thursday night stream, YouTube did not give me any of my super chats. I was in a long conversation with those folks, and they finally gave me my super chats. It was missing for almost a week. And what made me think is I wondered, how many other channels does this happen to that don't notice it? I'm a very stickler for numbers, analytics, and all kinds of stuff like that. So I pay attention to a lot of things. And when I noticed that, I was like, something was really off. And I screenshotted our conversation that me and the YouTube rep had and went through that whole spot. You got black screened a lot. That was last week. I'm looking good now. So where's your little part of the world? CB. Oh, Wink. Okay, Wink. Gotcha. I know. Yeah, no, that's awesome, Milo. Yeah, there's I've been getting, I think Spaceballs has been digging into a lot of my content as well. Really, Jeff Ed, that's awesome. I appreciate that. Monty. Yeah, I know, Monty. I was upset too. I was talking to Mark about it. I was trying to explain to him what was going on. And Emily L., you are correct. I was extremely upset. And that's why I saved their emails. I saved every conversation we had with those folks. But as of yesterday or this morning, they have fixed it. But my question is some folks who don't pay attention to that or who may not pay attention as close as I do. I don't know if I ever told you guys, my first degree in college was computer science. I did some network administration for some companies as well. I've worked with some big names. I'm not going to mention them on here, but at one time I worked for some names out there. And so I know a little bit per se. You feeling spicy tonight, D14? But so anyways, So in regards to this little, and I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to give you guys a chance. I'm going to give everyone a chance for the pop-up giveaway. I'm going to do it here probably in about 20 minutes. So if you can hang with me and my rambling for about the next 15, 20 minutes, I will explain what I'm giving away. I'm going to give away 2 $25 gift cards to anywhere you want. And what I mean by that is, let's say if you want an Amazon gift card, you want a Walmart gift card, if you want, or China Mart, wherever you guys want to call it. If you guys want one to the movies, if you want one to wherever you want, I have access to where I can get gift cards. They make it easy and I can send them to anywhere. I'm going to offer 2 of them tonight. And so that gives the opportunity for one person to win 2 of them, or 2 people to win 1 each. And these are going to be your choice. And I'll explain all that down the road after I go through a few things here. So it should be interesting. And that's why I like to keep it. I like to keep Thursdays interesting because you never know what I'm going to do on these Thursday streams. And I'm in a giving mood. So that's how it's going to be. So anyways, let me ask you guys a question. I did a video on Wednesday, and I got a lot of really good feedback with that. I hear you, Be Charming. One of the reasons on Wednesday, I did a video, and I got a lot of good feedback on that video. And this is what I want to ask you, the viewers, you, the subscribers. I really want to ask you this question because a lot of people made this comment. They said, "Hey, Grey, what you did in this video, I learned something from it. And I truly appreciate that what you did in this video. And I'm so glad that your content or your what you produce on your channel is not the fear mongering. It's not the scare tactics. It's not constant political jargon that we hear everywhere." And not to say that I don't do that on Sundays. Sundays, I do talk about current events and the political stuff that's out there in the world, and how it may relate to certain things in the prepping or preparedness community. But most of the time I try to keep it, educational. That's kind of like the goal here for me, is to do educational and to teach stuff, you know what I mean? Or at least share my experiences and see if you guys can learn something from that. So let me ask you guys, do you guys prefer educational, prepping, how-tos, learning stuff out in the woods, stuff about, food preparedness, anything prepping, you know what I mean? Or do you guys, because I noticed that when people put out intel, bombs are dropping, the comets are coming, the zombies are coming out of the ground, and all this crazy stuff like that, it gets 10,000 views. And when I go to watch it, it's absolutely garbage. Like, it doesn't, they just go on and on and on about nothing that has nothing to do with the consistency of the subject that they had presented. You know what I mean? Now, I get there's some things that happen that need attention, like the gas thing that needed some attention for a short period of time, just to make sure folks are prepared. So you want to let people know about that, so people that are prepared with it. Now, I know I'm going off the rails a little bit, so I do apologize. I've just been getting irritated a lot with a lot of things because I watch something and I'm expecting something and it turns out to be different. And I think it kind of puts a thorn in the community. And that's why when I tell people that, about preparedness, some people, they jump to these conclusions of like, oh, you're one of those people. And I'm like, well, what do you mean by that? And they say, well, I've looked on YouTube. I've watched the prepping channels. I'm going to ask, well, what channels do you watch? Sometimes they'll mention something. Most of them I don't know, or some that I may know. And they're like, yeah, all they do, they're saying that, everything is, this is going on. And it's just scaring people. And I said, I understand what you're saying. I said, but not all prepper channels are like that. Some are educational. I appreciate that, Muzzle Flash. 90% prepping, education, 10 news, unless emergency. And that's, see, S. Moore, you're right on the money with that. Grey Dragon, thank you so much for the super chat. Grey, Mrs. Monty wants you to get Monty to change his screen name to Bow Chicky Wow Wow Haha. Just kidding and hello. Welcome, Dragon, and always appreciate the super chat, brother. Truly appreciated. The gas video was great, on point, and need to know and be prepared. And Gene W., you notice what I did with that video is about 3.5 minutes long. That's all that I found, that breaking news video that I did. I found that that's what was pertinent. And then when I did the live stream to do the follow-up, what I did is I did a roughly 25 or 30-minute live stream. I can't remember the exact name. Showed you some videos, some content on what's going on in my area, and then ended that live stream. I didn't want to sit there and talk for 3 or 4 hours because how can you talk about a gas shortage for that long? Here's the news. Here's what's going on. This is who it's affecting. This is who it may affect. This is how you prepare, blah, 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 and then move forward. Zane, I appreciate that. See, and that's the consensus that I get from you folks. Exactly, wink. And so, see, and this is why I'm bringing this up, because, you know, sometimes I'm going to be honest with you guys. I love doing this. I truly do. I truly do. And sometimes I get frustrated and I'm like, man, you know, like I just think negative things. And I'm like, you know, do I want to continue this route, or what do I want to do? And I question myself, and that's not a good thing. Because I don't want to ever leave you guys hanging. So that's what I think I'm going to start pushing more on, is educational stuff. Things I'm working. I sent out a bunch of emails today. I talked to a bunch of folks in regards to, there's one guy that I know, I don't want to say their names yet, but he's been doing gear reviews for over a decade. So he has went through so many types of gear. You know, so many different, you know, from everything from solar to this, to stoves, to knives, to saws. He's done every possible review you can possibly think of. And I'm thinking about doing it once a month. We're going to do a collab together and do, let's say, the top 5 of this. Let's say we'll use stoves for a minute. Well, the top 5 camping stoves that he's reviewed over the last 10 years, and his personal take and views on these top 5, you know, just to kind of give information to you folks, because he's been doing it for so long. He's reviewed so many products. I think using his knowledge and incorporating it into my channel, and of course, you know, showing his channel, who he's a large channel, or at least I consider him a very large channel. I'm going to call him Sunday. I think we made a deal to talk, and we're going to put something together. That being said, I'm also, and Harvey knows what I'm talking about. Harvey, I contacted the doctor. We're going to call him the doctor for now, who is an expert in CMEs, which are coronal mass ejections, and also into EMPs. Exactly, Joe. So this guy specializes in CMEs and EMPs, and I digested a lot of his content. And like I said, he is he's an expert in this field. And I'm working on trying to put something together with him. So instead of just bringing, just kind of going with the random live, I want to start to do more educational stuff, more people that have, you know, clout, who know exactly what they're talking about, who specialize in certain things. Sure, I'm a prepper and I know a lot of different things, and I know a lot of different techniques and have my own gear, but I want to bring in people that have been doing this way longer than me, that have some of this expertise. And I want to bring that to the channel to share with you folks, the subscribers. I think it'd be beneficial to all of us. Shawnee, if you know one, I've talked to a few, but they don't really have channels. So, if you, Shawnee, and this is what I tell you, the subscribers, all the time, if you know of a channel that you feel that would make a great fit on this channel, let me know. There's other people that have reached out, like, you know how me and Ed at Prepper Nurse One, we did that interview a few weeks back. The reason that happened was because of you guys, the subscribers. You guys kept on saying things in Ed's chat, or emailing them, or talking to these folks, and it came together. And then me and Ed came together. We spoke, we hit it off, and then we had our interview, and now we're friends, you know what I mean? Beyond the YouTube. What's up, Shadow Scout, Swede? Good morning. I'm probably missing a lot of chat as I'm sitting here running with this. I bet it's Ben Davison. There's a lot of names out there that I'm working on, man. I'm huge into putting out a lot. I put a lot of emails out today. I am trying to reach out to some of my old time favorite YouTubers. They are large channels, and not because they're a large channel, I'm reaching out to them. Doc Mac, thank you so much for the super chat. You truly appreciate it. Knowledge is power. Even when we're doing it a long time, there's always something new. Agreed, Doc Mac. Roaming Prepper says, I completely agree. There's got to be a balance between covering current events, reviewing, etc., prepping, multifaceted. I think this is a good approach. What's up, Wendy Benjamin? And that's what I'm saying. That's, if you guys notice with my channel, I kind of bounce around a lot. And what I mean by bounce around is it's kind of really diverse. I don't really focus on too much things. I have somewhat of a schedule, you know, running content Sunday through Thursday. Thursday's kind of my, you know, and you guys know this. You guys have been here with me for quite some time. Thursdays is just a way for me to talk and kind of chat with you guys, see what things are going on. Thursdays are just kind of open with a lot of different things. We kind of go in all different directions. Big Bear Preps, what is up? Kit Carlson, yeah. And YouTube, speaking of that, Kit, I've noticed, I was talking about this on Tuesday, but my subscriber base has been bouncing around between 100 and 150 almost daily. I'm not sure what YouTube is doing or what their intentions are, but some folks have reached out to me personally and said, hey, man, I haven't got any notifications. I just found out that I was unsubscribed. So if you do have a favorite channel, let's say you like my channel and you enjoy my channel, my content, check your subscription status, at least once a month. If you're not getting any notifications, you guys know I do content 5 days a week. If you're not getting some sort of notification or somewhere popping up, then something is up. And YouTube's doing something because they purge channels. They don't have interactions. If you don't drop comments, if you're not in lives, if you're not interacting with those channels, sometimes they'll purge you from that channel. And I don't understand why YouTube algorithm does that, but it's crap. Gardner Josh, sorry. Thanks for the super chat, Josh. Sorry, Mrs. Monty, but I'm in love with Monty. I love grow food. Oh man. Heidi at Rain Country is awesome with herbs. She's got a lot of great info. JM, like I said, if you guys can email me that information and where I can reach these folks, I will reach out to them. There's no guarantee that they'll respond back, but I'm always willing to entertain some of the folks that you guys suggest that I bring on, because that's how I run my YouTube. Is I really listen a lot to the subscribers. And some folks like you can only listen to them so much. I said, well, without the subscribers, we are nothing. We can make a channel and we can talk, but if we have no one watching us, then what's the sense? So I listen a lot to the subscribers. When you guys write me emails, I try to respond to the ones that I can. And sometimes I get lost in my emails, but I try to respond to folks as best as I can. What's up, Creative Redundancy? Nice seeing you on Mike's chat today as well. Let me see. This would be a good guy to have on. Shift Engineering. Yeah, Shift Engineering. Let me back that up real quick. Where was it at? Roaming Prepper. I've had Shift Engineering on my chat before. And like I said, I might throw out my link here in a minute and just bring on some folks just for fun. But I want to knock some of this out. I usually like to run at least 30 minutes of me just rambling. All right. Where am I at? I lost something here. All right. Where am I at? Oh, here we go. Monty, what is up? It's already at the point of the relationship. It's already that point of relationship. I would love to get you, Monty and Josh on the screen at the same time. I know Monty, I don't think you've ever been on a live or whatnot, but it would be entertaining to see you two on the same screen and see that love affair blossom between you two. S more. That is great. God, I got a 10-second delay in the chat, still moving too fast for me. You see here. Yes, it's that time. I'll email you. Thanks, Jen. I appreciate that. Milo, I appreciate that too, man. And I like your content, man. I was watching your channel the other day, man. I was where was it? I was sitting at work. Was it last week or this week? When you had talked to me about checking out your channel, I checked it out. A lot of you guys have some great content, and you guys deserve, what's the word I'm looking for? You guys deserve some recognition. You know what I mean? Because you guys have a lot to bring to the prepping community. What's up, Universal Prepper? And I'm really glad. I love to read some of the folks, some of the things that you guys say in chat. Oh, Josh. Josh. Josh, I catch you in all kinds of different chats. You know what I mean? Because I'm a lurker. I watch a lot of people's content because I'm analyzing and watching what these people talk about and who's on their channel and doing what. And I see you floating around, Josh. Was it D14 says gathering my manual tools lists while I can. You know what someone else brought the other day? What's up, Outsider? Thanks for joining us, brother. Someone said if you can go to yard sales and pick up like the old tools. I was at I frequent a favorite restaurant for breakfast. It's kind of like a mom and pop's restaurant, hometown cooking and stuff like that. And they have a lot of old cooking stuff like on the shelves and stuff like that. Monty, thanks so much for the super chat. I think I'm in love. You guys get a room. But so they had, remember, I'm assuming you guys remember the mixers that you had to do, the hand mixer yourself. It has the two things and you kind of spin it. I was showing her all different types of stuff that you could use without power for cooking. I was kind of showing her the things on the wall. I was like, so what do you think of that? She's like, I've never seen stuff like that. It's kind of weird. How does that work, Dad? And I kind of explained to her. I said, before there was, electricity was a huge thing. People couldn't afford these appliances. So they used everything, manually by hand. And I started thinking to myself, maybe I should start collecting some of that old, not say antique, but, stuff similar to that, like there's drills, there's all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of things that we can collect that we don't need power for, that we can use, that are tools. Zane, thank you so much for the super chat. I enjoy the format here, as well as we all share in even things we know already. We can learn different ways to do things we might not have thought of. That I agree with you, Zane. That is awesome. And that's what all you guys bring, everyone in this chat brings something to the table. Janine, flour grinder. Yes. Monty. Oh, no, that's not even Monty. Now I'm getting confused between you and Josh now. Josh, thanks so much for the super chat. Monty, we can get married now. It's legal, but I'm the dude, okay? You guys are hilarious, man. Hold on. I'm getting lost now. Big Bear Preps, what is their wife to drink help with diabetes? Yeah, Big Bear Preps, you asked that a while back too, and hopefully Gardner Josh can answer that question for you. And if you're not Big Bear Preps, you can email me like I told you. I don't know if you can hear me that one night. I was a diabetic for about 5 years, and I'm not a diabetic anymore. I lost a ton of weight, and I did a bunch of stuff to resolve that issue. And I can go into it deeper, Big Bear, but I'd rather email you and kind of go and maybe talk to you one-on-one if that helps you. Hand drills, Milo. I'm having a yard sale this weekend. No prepper items sold here. Right, that's more muzzle. Great. Oh, hold on. Oh, I just missed a bunch of stuff. I'm having a yard sale. Okay, there. Hand drills are hard to come by. Shift engineering, I can imagine. Oh, my Lanta. Monty, thanks for the super chat. Not sure about that one. And learn how to sharpen those hand tools. Important to have a sharp edge. Be charming. See, and you have a lot of great information. And I wanted to ask you, B, I don't know if you can really see this on camera, but what did you think of this? I got this at the farmer's market, B, and it's so good. It's a local bee farmer here, because you had told me to go out and try to find one, and I did find one. Exactly, Prepper Chicken, Texas. Manual items. To me, I just think if worst case scenario, things really go south and you don't have power, or you want to even conserve your solar energy, or you want to conserve, let's say you have a generator, you want to do certain things, these old school tools would be very important in a grid down or a shift scenario. They make newer versions of the manual kitchen and hand mixers. I wanted to also get a manual kitchen tools. Now, Shawnee, my question is, are they as durable and reliable as the other stuff, as like the old stuff? Because, when they made stuff back in the past, they put a lot of, blood, sweat, and tears into the stuff they made, because they cared what they made. They didn't want to mass produce it and make billions and billions of them and try to, that's all they cared about was a profit. They actually cared about the craftsmanship that they put into this stuff. I'm probably missing chat here. I got to get back to shift engineering. I will never be without power. Big Bear, was that me? Manual grain mill. Gene W. And I'm glad you brought that up, because I was talking about corn and stuff that you could use if you had a manual grain mill, how that could come in handy if you can't store flour, or if you need to make flour or cornmeal. Having the products to do so, like let's say a manual grain mill, would be very helpful. Milo, yes, that did have a honeycomb in it. Hold on, I just saw someone else. PAEMT, what's up? Prep several packs to files to sharpen hand tools. Gene W, how do you make a water wheel? Water wheel grain mill. That's actually pretty interesting. I think I remember seeing that on some old movies. Yeah, Kit Carlson. That's what it kind of reminded me of, like a little honey pot. I grabbed several of them. I'm going to talk to him next week as well, because I was there looking for avocados for Rudy, because I want to get Rudy the best avocados that Florida has to offer. So I'm dealing with a specific farmer market, and hopefully I'll have him this week and get that shipped out to Rudy, because he'll be really happy when he gets his avocados. Gene W, exactly, right after hurricane. Did you see that there was like some sort of disturbance out there? It's nothing big yet, but it's starting. I think June 1st, I think June 1st is the what's it call it? Hurricane season kicks off here in Florida. Let me see, what did I miss here? What's up, Liz? Good to see you. Pooh Bear likes that jar. Manual hand mixer for the kitchen, whisk and elbow grease. That's what it might come down to be honest with you folks. Roaming Prepper, good night. Chris Mill, Jen, a water mill might be extensive. Yeah, depending if you have a homestead and you have a moving water and a creek and whatnot, or a small stream or something like that, then that would make sense. What's up, Bonnie Bethel? My egg beater drill doubles for whisking in one of those. That's awesome creative redundancy. Yeah, Nomad, they're expecting a pretty busy hurricane season for us down here. Doc Mac, that is awesome. That is good to hear. I think someone's trying to reach me, and I want to shut this to make sure it doesn't make any noise. My apologies real quick. I just wanted to shut that down so it does not ring. I need to visit Amish farm greenhouse. You know, I can't find any Amish around here. I don't know if B or anybody else that's in Florida, if you guys know any of Amish folks or Amish communities in Florida. I don't know if they're in the area. Found a manual coffee grinder at Goodwill. And Goodwill's a good spot to find things. I find a lot of interesting. I've been finding a lot of good books at Goodwill, to be honest with you. Yeah, Kit Carlson. That makes sense. If we all have if we have hurricanes and you still have internet, you can always do a preparedness show. Hurricanes and idiots. Yeah, that I have a plan for that, Kit. I do have a backup plan for that with a hotspot. And some other, I'm going to try to pull it off, because if we do get hit this year, I'm going to film it coming and getting prepared for it. I'm going to film during it and in the storm. I'm going to risk I'm going to risk some of myself out there in the storm. And then I'm going to film the aftermath, any type of destruction, any disruptions in gas, power, food, and stuff like that. And then also show ways to prepare for that during that whole situation and how I prepared for it. So not to say that I want that to happen, but I do plan, if something like that does happen, I plan on trying to, if I lose power and I can't get it out, I will have a lot of content to drop once power restores, but I do have a generator. So it depends on how it all plays out. And for you folks like Monty and Zane and all you folks that have been super chatting, the Thursday we'll do the super chat of the month giveaway. We'll do the super chat of the month giveaway on June 3rd. I think that's the first Thursday. So we'll do the May's Super Chat of the Month giveaway on June 3rd, Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dragon, Amish in Florida, and Pinecraft. Okay, thank you. I'm going to have to research a little bit of that. So just so you guys know about the Super Chat of the Month giveaway, because that's going to be an ongoing thing. And I love it that Rudy over at Alaska Prepper took my concept and is using it, incorporating it in his channel. I think that's super, super cool. Super cool. What's up, Rage in a Cage? Gen G got an awesome Reader's Digest hard book from 1981, Cakes, Back to Basics. That's awesome, Gen G. And Harvey just dropped the members only thing. Members, what did you guys think of that first look at my garden? I wanted to share it with you first for you members, because I know I need to produce content for you folks. And so I'm going to be dropping more content for you members as well. There are great Amish stores here in PA. See, PA, you know, my Zane, my son, not unfortunately, but my son lives in Philly, which I hate because he's in Philadelphia, and I wish he'd come back down here just because a lot of bad stuff happens out there. Oh, so you did like that, Jen? I'm glad. I'm glad some of you folks, I saw that I have about 40 or 42 members or so, and about 20 some members watched that video. I was hoping they would get the notification, being that that are members. Here's the weird thing about that. And I don't know if this is yes, Zane, I did get my broccoli off the concrete and it's doing a lot better. I got it over by the garden beds where I had the raised gardens. If you saw the video where I showed you guys or if I spit it out, Gray, if you remember when on the members only video, when I showed you those garden beds that we made out of the box, the old box spring thing, we put them back there. So it's a little bit shaded, and I've been checking on the last few days and they are looking a lot better. So thanks guys for that tip. Mrs. Monty, thanks so much for the super chat. Gardner Josh, you can have Monty, but I'm pretty sure you will bring him back. That's awesome. So let me see here. Dun, dun, dun. But yes, I wanted to answer that question. How to protect. Someone asked me another question and I lost it. Where was it at? Someone said, how do you protect? I think someone asked me, how do you protect your gardens from hurricanes? That is not easily done. So I've been pondering building a small shelter for the garden, something portable that I can bring in, but that's going to be more complex because it's big and then you'd have to break it down. So do you have enough time to do so? So container gardening for where I'm at right now, because I'm in a suburban area. What's up, Prepper 101? Good to see you. So container gardening, you can bring all your stuff inside. I know it sounds like a pain in the butt, but you can bring all your plants inside. I think Ghost Prepper, that's what he's doing. He's having it basically a garden that you can totally move from outside to inside. Now, certain plants we can't. Some of them are more resilient outside, and the ones that are rooted deep, depending on the strength of the hurricane. You know what I mean? Depending on where it is and where the wind picks up. But some of the more vulnerable plants like the tomatoes and stuff, we're going to bring them all inside. We have a spot specifically set up for that. And once a hurricane moves through, hurricanes usually don't last more than a day. If they're depends on their fast moving. Florida's a peninsula, so sometimes they cut through and they're gone, and then there's nothing but sunshine. So to protect them for 6 to 10 hours, that works. So there's some ways around it. Independent Marine, no problem, man. But late better than never. Packing a truck trip for bugging out in the morning. Awesome, that is cool. Hurricane garden protection equals planet in Tennessee. That's funny, Jen. Oh, man. How do you save your garden from a hurricane? Build raised gardens on an ark like Noah. It's funny you said that, Dragon. I'm watching the show. God, it's where the airplane, Flight 828, and the airplane disappears. And, I watch a lot of sci-fi and shows like that, survival shows. I consider it kind of like a shift show. The plane disappears, they come back. And right now, in this last season, from my understanding, that they have a piece of Noah's Ark that happens to relate to why the plane disappeared. And I know I'm rambling about something that has nothing to do with what I was talking about, but I can't think of the name of the show, but I know it has Flight 828 in it. I can't think of the name for some reason. I watched the show for 3 seasons. Jeff, where are you at? S. Moore. Jeff is right down the street from me, kind of. Really close. Rage in a cage. 5-gallon buckets are great for plants and easy to move, even for sun drying day or inside. Yeah. So Rage, what I'm using is they're 5-gallon garden bags. Like the grow bags. That's what they call them, pretty much. And they have the handles on them. They're easy to move. And they when you fill them with water, the water what's the good word for it? The water doesn't retain. You don't have to drill holes in the bucket or anything like that. The water bleeds out at a nice slow rate. Manifest. There you go, Bonnie. Thank you so much for that. Anyone remember the movie Day After Tomorrow? Watched it a while back, kind of similar, just saying. There's a lot of good movies out there. And, I learn from these movies. I watch what they do and make mistakes. I don't know if you guys as preppers or people that are prepared, if you guys ever watch these movies and analyze them and be like, I think I could do that better. Like I said, and I did make a mistake on Wednesday's video. So Naked and Afraid XL is filming in Louisiana. I misspoke and said they're filming in Florida just because of the gators and stuff. And I did see an episode where they were filming in the Ocala National Park. And I got those two confused. So some of you guys corrected me on that, which I truly appreciate. I do make mistakes. But yeah, they're filming in Louisiana. Similar environment, not totally, but still watching the mistakes they make are just blowing my mind. Because they're supposed to be like more of the professional folks that, know survival experts or whatnot. Totes, yeah, totes work good as well, Nomad. Your handy dandy notebook. Oh man, that brings back memories of when my kids were young. Rena, you're right. Let me see. Shadow Scout Sweet. Well, you can get yourself a hydroponic system to grow your veggies. Yes, that's a good suggestion as well. Also, microgreens. If you're trying to, I found out microgreens are really easy to grow indoors as well. And I found out with microgreens, let's say like sprouts have a lot more dense nutrient inside them. So you can get a lot of nutrition out of these sprouts. I thought that was kind of cool when I was diving into that research. That's more love and preps brings us together. Right on, Jeff. Torchwood, Doctor Who. Now you guys are moving fast. I did all grow bags and containers this year and now 3 plastic doggy pools. Using the bed as a frame was a great idea. Thanks, Anne. I truly appreciate that. I'm just trying to think outside the box, What did Dragon say? Have you watched the TV series The Colony? Yes. And here's the funny thing about that, Dragon. There's two iterations of the colony. The one that we saw then, and then do you remember on Discovery Channel, they had something called the Colony 2, and it was an experiment where they took a bunch of people, and it was like the end of days, and they had to survive, and they had all this stuff in this specific area, and they had attackers that would come, like marauders and all kinds of stuff, and attack them, and they had to find ways to fend it off. It was pretty intriguing. It didn't last long, but I found it intriguing. And this was long before the show, The Colony, came out. Yeah, see, a lot of people critique this. Discovered Survivor when my son graduated college in 2018. I yelled at the TV. See, yeah, Survivor. When I watch Survivor, it seems like there's a lot of bougie folks on there. You know, like these little prissies and these, like, you know, all muscle bound, hard bodies. And, you know, I just think it's, I don't know. There's some intriguing folks on there, but I never got into it. The TV show Alone on the Discovery Channel, that one has really, I've been watching that one since day one. That one is a pretty good show. If you ask Mark over at Rolling Homestead, he actually knows one of the folks that went on Alone and won Alone. And it's intriguing to talk to those folks, because just imagine being out there all by yourself. You're filming and you're doing all this. Help is a helicopter. They have to fly in or bring a boat to save you. And if you hurt yourself extremely bad, I'm pretty sure, I always wonder how they get away with that. And I would like to dive more into that show, because I know on Naked and Afraid, they have a camera crew there. They have medics there. If they do anything wrong, they can be helped right away. But Alone is a different ball game. What kinds of fertilizer do all you use in vegetable gardens? Universal prepper. I've been going all natural so far. We've been doing, what is it called? Compost. We've been using worm castings. We've been going pretty much all natural. We haven't used any liquid fertilizer, nothing yet. We're kind of just playing it by ear. I'm digging into a few other things. Gardener Josh might be able to actually give you some good answers on it, what he uses, because he's really excellent at that. Spaceballs, they ate the Spaceballs. So I see that you like the fire. What was it? The fire starting video that I did with the little tabs, or my little trick that I used in that old video. I thought it was kind of cool that you watched that. For garden fertilizer, I use organic compost tea, special things for tomatoes. See, Harvey's right on the money. I grew potatoes, and Wink says, I grew potatoes and sweet potatoes, tomatoes, peppers in my 50-pound and larger feed sacks. Cut drainage holes, works great and cheaper than grow bags. That makes sense, Wink. I've asked people about the, the old potato sacks and how that works as well. Keto, you're right. It is a great show. I'm way behind in chat. I'm gonna let it come by adding natural sources. NPK. Okay. It's funny, creative redundancy. I've been learning what NPK is. This is my first year gardening. I've learned a lot. Lady T, you use rabbit poop for fertilizer. I think that's what Ghost is using as well. Right. PAEMT. That's pretty funny. So true. I knew one of the producers, and he asked if I could get me on. He said I'd be kicked off first. Can't do stupid very long and get. Yeah, I believe it. Charlie over at NL Ghost Wolf, he was approached by some folks, and he didn't want to deal with some of the stuff because they said they want the fake drama. Let me see here. GreyMan Truth. Have you seen a snake on your walk adventures when you are filming? Be Charming. That I have. And it's funny to say that, because some of you folks have said about snakes, and it might have even been you, B. I tried to catch it. And I know you're going to what do you mean, Grey? You're trying to catch a snake? Well, I think it was a black snake, or it was a form of a black snake. It was a non-venomous snake. And I was going to catch it and bring it and put it on the channel to show you that there are a bunch of snakes out there. But I am wearing proper gear when I'm out there, the type of boots and the pants that I wear. And someone asked me if we do have poisonous snakes here, and yes, we do. We do have some poisonous snakes in Florida. The water moccasins and and some of the other snakes are more towards the water and wet areas. But we do have rattlers and whatnot out here. Yeah, Spaceballs. I was hoping that people would think that was kind of cool, and people will probably have no idea what we're talking about. It was the God, I can't remember the title of it, Spaceballs, at the moment. It was one of my first month of doing videos when I put that out. 10,000 ladybugs and let them loose in my pool cage. It was absolutely crazy. Jeff. You know, Jeff, my wife had mentioned about doing that same thing, buying the ladybugs. And I asked her, I said, well, how do you keep them on your plants? And I said, you know, they eat the stuff and then don't they just disappear? Ark Wildman, what is up? I just found out the zoo gives away compost quarterly. Really, Survival Julia? I'm curious now if my snakes, I saw the snake comment, if my zoo does that as well. I'm going to have to dig into that. Imagine using like, rhino poop or giraffe poop for fertilizer. That'd be pretty interesting. I will stop watching. Nope, nope, nope. All right, S more. I'll do a member only snake video or something. Oh boy. Tall black snake about 6 foot long, horseback riding, climbed a tree super fast. I'm just so used to seeing that kind of stuff. Yeah, the fire capsule. Thanks so much, Spaceball. You are awesome. The fire capsule video that I did. I don't know why it just didn't click in my head, but that was a fun video to do. And it was just intuitive, I think. You know what I mean? I remember seeing someone do it with like a little tiny straw, and I wanted to build upon that and make it a lot easier to use. And some people were like, well, you know, the plastic burns and stuff like that. And I was like, look, buddy, here's the thing is in a survival situation, you're not going to really care about that little bit of plastic that's used to make that capsule, because the fact that you're starting a fire to boil water, to cook food, to keep you warm. So I said, you get to look beyond the little bit of plastic that you burnt to start that fire. And some folks are probably wondering what we're talking about, but I have a video on my channel called the fire starting capsule. And Spaceballs had just commented on it recently, because I haven't had no one comment on that video in quite some time. And I just thought it was intriguing that he had watched that. And I appreciate you going through my video, Spaceballs. Be careful around water in Florida. My nephew got bit by a water moccasin. Yeah, they're nasty. I do carry some stuff on. You know me, I'm a medic. Excuse me. So I carry a lot of medical stuff on me as well. Stuff that I can use myself. And I have some emergency radios and whatnot. Be careful around water. My pleasure, Jen G. I got to go to sleep. Good night. Jen G, good night. Thanks for joining us for a while. I truly appreciate that. I use chicken poo and worm castings. That's more. We have a red wiggler farm going on. All right. So, folks, we are 47 minutes in. So here's my pop-up giveaway. Now, this is going to test you. This is not going to be easy unless you have watched my videos. So I want to do give away two. No, Kaylin Strain. I'm about to do that right now. I want to give away two $25 gift cards. These gift cards can be your choice. It can be anything from Amazon to Bass Pro to Academy or whatever stores that I can find, that you want, because there's every kind of stores. If you want a $25 gift card to a restaurant, I'll give it to you. But whatever you want to use these $25 gift cards, if you win, you're going to email me, which everybody knows my emails in my description below, along with my P.O Box. I'm waiting for all you guys to send me the postcards from everywhere you guys are at. You don't have to put your return address if you don't want to. You can just put your name. You can, like, let's say Nomad Prepper wanted to send me a postcard, or Lady T. You can just put, hey, from Lady T, and I just want to see the postcard where it's from, because I want to start showing those on the channel. Anyways, so let's get into what I want to do. So there's two questions I want answered, okay? And they're both the same question, kind of. So let's go ahead and just rock. Let's dive into this. Thanks, Harvey Black, for that. Protein content burns veggies, right? Okay. So the first question, and whoever gets the first question right, I know I'm going by, I'll screenshot my screen, because I don't want to be like, whoa, I got it first. I'm going to read as I'm watching it. I have two screens at the same time. That's going to be in sync with each other, and I'm watching them. Okay. So whoever gets this question first right is going to win the first $25 gift card. Okay. So the question is, on my Wednesday video, what was the first wild plant that I came across that I showed on that video? So the first person that comes out with that name will win a $25 gift card. So, and you can cheat if you want to go watch the video, jump and watch that video quick, you can. But this is going to show some of the folks who watch my content. You guys are so close. So far, Kaylin is pretty much close. Blue Vandal. So far, Kaylin Strain is the closest. She's just missing one word. That's what I figured. I'd quiz you guys on that. I know everybody's saying dandelion. Nope. I figured I'd make this hard. Jen, Harry Potter. Zane, you are close, but it's a different. Like I said, you guys are missing the word. I have them written down. Esmore, you're even closer. You guys are just missing one thing in that. God, you guys are so close. The second one you guys are going to get easy because I already seen that come by. I know it's now if I get this yellow cornflower, yellow wart squash, yellow wild wart. See, ugly prepper, you guys are the yellow. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a hint. The yellow and the wart is right, but you're missing the first part of the wart. I know. I'm sorry being silent, but I'm just waiting. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. Yellow submarine. Cornflower. Jafet, you guys are close. It's a wart and it is yellow, but what kind of wart is it? Harvey Black, you're right on. Bring up, here we go. Ark Wildman Survival. Ark Wildman Survival. Got it. Yellow. Let me hide the other answer for the second one. But yellow, I don't know if my thing, it's going to, come on. A yellow milk wart. Ark Man Survival, you got it. Everybody was so close with the warts and the yellow, but yellow milk wart, you're right on the money. So Ark Man Survival, you know how to get a hold of me, brother. You know how to get a hold of me. All right. I knew that one was going to be extremely hard. Now, this one is going to be easy. So this one, I know you guys are going to get this next one fast. I know you guys are going to get this next one fast. All right. So let me know when you guys are ready for this next one. I want to give everybody a chance. Are you guys ready for this next one? See how now you guys know how close you guys were. You guys were on the money, but you guys were close. But thank you so much for you folks that did watch that channel. All right. Are you folks ready for the next question? This will be for the second $25 gift card. All right. Everybody looks like they're ready. I'm just here to distract. All right, D14. On that same video, what was the second wild edible plant that I came across that day? What was the second plant? And yes, Be Charming, you are correct. Be Charming has it. Let me make sure. Yeah, Be Charming came in and got that. The muscadine grape. You are right. You are right. A lot of you guys, you see, I knew that everybody's going to start getting out. But if I'm looking at this right, Be Charming is first on both screens. On both screens, the muscadine grape. And I'm going to go revisit that spot. I'm going to revisit that spot when the grapes start to bloom here in the summer. And like you said, I can tell a lot of you guys watch that as well. Muzzle flash. But Be Charming was on the money with that one. I pulled them out of my trees all the time. So Be Charming, reach out to me. I think you've reached out to me before, B, in regards to that. And I want to say thanks to everyone for participating. I know that first one was really hard, but it goes to show sometimes if you watch folks' content, there might be some interesting things in there that folks might throw out there for giveaways. Just something to think about. Wow, Independent Marine. So congratulations to Ark Wildman and Be Charming. Be Charming, it should be easy for you to get a gift card to use since you're in my state. Ark Wildman is up in Arkansas. But you guys let me know what gift card you guys want to wear and I'll make it for 25 bucks and I'll get one out to each one of you guys. I truly appreciate that. Was it fun? I hope you guys did. I hope you guys did have fun with that, man. And I appreciate everybody, for jumping in. And I hear you, S. My memory sucks too. Just for fun. You want to just do it just for fun? Oh man, my memory sucks. Independent base. What do you live by? Arc Wellman. Awesome. Thanks. Right, Russ? Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do, man. I just want to make this fun, man. You guys know I like to do giveaways. Like I said, we're going to be everybody that's been doing the super chats. And I know Monty's got a bunch in there. Mrs. Monty is in competition with Josh and Monty, which I think is pretty cool. Zane, Grayson Grit, Jen, or Jam at the Nut House. There's a bunch of you guys that have been super chatting. I think Liz did a super chat. Dragon has done multiple super chats this month. So all you guys that have been doing super chats. And like I said, you still have until we have, today is the 20th. So we have 7, I have what, 1, 2 or 3 more lives to go. So all the super chats that I get, you'll go into the raffle box for the super chat of the month giveaway. Because that's just how I like to give back for people that use that option, who like to use the super chat option. What's up, Mark? How are you doing? Are you off work, Mark? Or are you still at work? It's too early for you. It's 11:30 here, or is it 11:30 here? Yeah, it's 11:30 here. That was fun. I appreciate it, guys. So I've been running for almost an hour. I know, Doc Mac. I hear you. But someone else said this last time. It only takes one. It only takes one ticket. And the reason I say that is we used to do a lot of raffles at my place of business. We'd have these events and everybody buy a raffle ticket for a high ticket item. And I remember this one guy, he spent $500 trying to win this thing. And someone spent $1. And that person that won the $1 won the prize. So it's possible. Monty did get it last time. And Monty, if you guys saw what I did, if you guys checked that video out, I gave away a lot of stuff. Monty got a nice little package. Liz, thank you so much for the super chat. Here's a little extra. Truly appreciate it, Liz. Yeah, you are truly a great person. I've told you that many, many times. You're great. I love seeing you on the channel. So thanks so much, Liz. And Kaylin Strain, you are so on point. Every time there's a super chat, you go out there with it. I know some people look at things differently, but I'm a type of individual that I like to, anything that I receive, I like to give something back, at least a percentage of it. You know what I mean? Other stuff I'm working on, and I've been getting a constant thing. People telling me that my mic, when I do videos and do content on YouTube, sometimes like, hey, your voice is off, or hey, this is that, when I do pre-recorded stuff. Yeah, right. PAMT. I don't like how much Google takes though. Spaceballs, I understand that. There's some folks that have, and I'm not suggesting this. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm telling you that it's an option. Down in my description, people sometimes will Cash App things to me. And I ask them when they send me a Cash App, if you guys are familiar with Cash App, the PayPal is okay. It's more of a pain in the butt because then I have to transfer the room, but the Cash App goes directly to me. There's no fees. And then I ask those folks, hey, do you want me to mention that you gave me a donation on the channel? A lot of people don't use the option, but when they do, I always ask them, would you like me to share this? And most folks just say, no, it's just something I wanted to do for you because I appreciate what you do. And I'm not saying that's what you guys need to do or that's what you should do. I'm just saying some people have used that option. I put those options down there. My Patreon, I use Patreon to promote my YouTube. I've never done any Patreon only content. So I'm focusing a lot on the YouTube, and I do have 1 or 2 Patreons, and I truly appreciate that. And you guys know who you are. And I wish I could figure out a way to do more for you folks, but I appreciate it. And like I said, the members here on the Grey family, I appreciate you guys as well because you guys help support the channel. But real quick, what I was saying in regards to and to this, yeah, Nomad, you're right. Yeah, Liz, Cash App is awesome. I agree. It's the only card that thing that I can figure out where there's no fees. PayPal takes a fee. All these other things take fees. Cash App, the money comes in, and if I want to transfer it to my bank, I can, and it'll take like a day or two. But if I want it now, then I'll have to pay a fee. But I don't ever use it that fact. I just keep it on there, and I use it for the channel. Unless someone tells me specifically, hey, I'm sending you this to use for this. I've had folks do that as well. Yeah, it's just an app on your phone. It makes things easier for quick. The reason I use it is I have a lot of people at my job. If I loan someone $20 and they want to say, well, I want to pay you, but can I Cash App you the money? I've even helped customers with this because I can transfer the money in an instant like that. And they will get the money, and then they pay me the cash. It's helped with a lot. Rolling Hose. Yeah. What's up, Mark? Thanks so much for the super chat, brother. You didn't have to do that, man. I truly appreciate that. So I want to invest into a new mic because some people have told me, and it's not everybody. It's some folks say, hey, your voice is off in your pre-recorded content. And it could be this mic. I bought this mic when I first started a YouTube channel. It was $60 on Amazon. People seem to say that it sounds good, but I do get some issues when I record my videos and then process it through my editing software and then upload it to YouTube. Sometimes there's a slight delay if you watch closely. Most people don't complain about it, but some folks do. So there's a mic that I want. I'm going to invest the money most likely. I'll probably do it next month after I see what I have left over from my finances. And I'll probably invest to it. It's just a costly mic, but it's something that professionals use. And I've heard that there is no delays. There's no issues. There's a lot of good things and positive about that mic. So it's a little bit more streamlined than what I got here. And it's made by Shure, which makes a lot of professional microphones. I figure, I want to do the best production I can for you folks. So, I want to slowly upgrade my equipment so that there's better production. And I could also control the aspects of the sound, tweak it a little bit to make it better. Dragon with another $50 super chat. Purple ticket for beautiful Jess to enter the lottery. Excuse me. Dragon, you got me all choked up. So Dragon, are you telling me that you want me to use that super chat for Jess? Because if so, I know folks have done that in the past, and I can write that down that I can put that entry in for Jess. And I'm assuming you're talking about Keto Homestead, right? If you can just clarify that with me, Dragon. All right, I wrote Jess's name down to add to Super Chat of the Month giveaway. Spaceballs, thanks so much for this super chat. Truly appreciate it. Gardner Joss, giggity. All right. It's been an hour, folks. You guys have been here. 70 folks in chat. 81 thumbs up. Amazing. Amazing night. Do you guys want me to continue? If so, if you guys want me to continue, I want to throw the link out there and see if any of you folks want to join me this evening for a little bit. We can go for another half hour if someone wants to join me this evening. Liz, the mic that I'm looking at, I could probably find it for you. It's not a cheap mic, Liz. I have it saved on my Amazon. Let me see if I can find it. My apologies, folks. Let me just pull this up real quick. I had it here. And I'm pretty sure you guys are talking while I'm doing that. Yeah, it's the one I'm looking at, Liz. It's the mic and the boom. Because I was thinking about I can use this, but it says I can't. But it's about $299. The mic is $250. The boom is only $50. So I might be able to find a boom cheaper somewhere else. But it's the Shure MB7. A lot of people told me it's just a good mic, so I plan on investing into that. And I just think it'll be a better option for the channel and also for my pre-recorded content. And I probably missed a bunch of stuff while I was looking that up. Giggity, giggity, goo. Milo, you guys are hilarious. You guys are hilarious. You guys are awesome. Yes, Harvey Black, Doc. Let roll a little longer. Okay, Doc. I speak for all of us. Yes, LOL. Raid Monday through Friday, 11 p.m. Rolling. Oh, rolling. What did you say? Rolling. Okay, guys, got to get back to work now. Gray can get a blue Yeti mic. I don't want to. I know, Mike. Rolling. I don't want that one. I want the Shure MB7, man. I've talked to gamers. I've talked to some of the professional people that do recording for singing and stuff like that. The Shure MB7 is the way I want to go. It can be used as a USB and also the other version of it, but it's a solid. And everybody knows if you guys are into microphones, Shure is one of the nice brands out there. All right, what am I missing here? Rage in the Cage. And Mark, we'll talk more. I think me and Mark, we're going to figure out what we're going to do Tuesday morning. So just to throw that out there real quick. S. Moore, what's up? I see you said Gray. Night Mark, wink. It's me too. Hit the thumbs up, guys. I appreciate that, Lady T. You know, Jen, I've asked that. I don't think Harvey has a channel. Oh, Monty, are you talking about me keeping it going? You guys want to hear me just keep on talking and talking? Eventually, I'll probably run out of stuff to say. I mean, my wife says I talk too much. Do you guys want me to throw the link out there? Do you want anybody else to join us? I mean, I can throw the link out there. Liz, thank you for the super chat. Let's send GreyMan cash on Cash App this week. We can all buy his mic. Just a few dollars goes a long way. Liz, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. I don't expect you guys to buy my equipment. It's just something that I want to do for the channel. And you guys are always supportive. You guys watch my content. You guys do super chats. You guys do the memberships. You guys don't have to do that. But I appreciate the sentiment, Liz. I do. I really do. Rabble. So you guys like to hear me ramble on, huh? That's a good song, by the way. If you guys are as old as I am when it comes to that song, ramble on. And I know I shouldn't have tried to sing just there. Only Papa Prepper can sing. Only Papa Prepper can sing. Ramble on. Right? Yeah, it's a classic, man. Let me ask you guys a question. I'm curious. Survival Julia, are you sure? I used to sing professionally and they are the best. See, Survival Julia knows exactly what I'm talking about. And I think it's I'm gonna type in here so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. Oh, the Shure. Because now I have it on my screen. MB7 Black. But that's the name of the mic that I'm talking about. So you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's pretty cool. I've done a lot of research on it, man. They have the other Shure, which is a $400 mic, which I was like, wow, $400 for a microphone. But this one, I think, will fit my needs because it's a USB. It has a lot of different options. So I was getting singing in my head. All right. Trying to convince tonight we need a freeze dryer. Spaceballs, I'm right there with you, but she wants to do it. But I think we had an issue with the dryer. The dryer is eating up my wife's clothes. So I'm going to buy her a new dryer here soon. I was going to talk about something. I was going a different direction and I lost my train of thought. I got lost in chat as usual. Did you put the link up so people can join? Be Charming, which link are you talking about? The member only link? Is that what you're talking about, Be Charming? Hold on, I'm trying to see what Be Charming is talking about real quick. Usually Harvey can probably drop that link if that's what you're looking for, Be Charming. Did you put the link up so people can join? Oh, no, I have not. No, I have not. Actually, good. Okay, now I know what you're talking about, B. Let me hit invite, copy to clipboard, and I will throw that link. And Harvey, thanks for posting that. That's what I thought B was talking about first, but this should pop up. Now, we're not going to stay on for too long. You know what I mean? I do have to get up early for work in the morning and do another 13 and a half hours of work. but we can chit chat with a couple folks. I'm on it tonight, man. Oh, look who it is. We got our first guest. Welcome, Jess.
Hello, how are you?
Not bad. How are you? How was that pinball interview, huh?
It was good. I had
That's
fun.
awesome. That is awesome.
I'm not used to interviews. I'm not as good as you about interviewing people, but it was good.
I'm not allowed to say who told me this. So he promised me that I can never say that he told me this, but it's a larger channel. And when I interviewed him, he was like, yeah, I'm going to tell you a secret, man. He says, you're by far one of the best interviewers that have done this in a while. I'm like, really? I just started. I don't know. Maybe I just have a knack for it. I don't know. But I know my first interview, this is probably how you were, Jess. I was freaking out. Like my heart was beating. I was like, do I have enough time? What else do I got to talk about? And here I am now, Jess, rambling on for the last hour and 11 minutes.
Yeah. Look at my green screen. It's going crazy. But yeah, I don't get super nervous when there's like channels my size. I'm like fine. It's like down to earth. But like pinball, I don't know why. I guess because he had 22,000 followers. I was super nervous. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I'm like, you need to calm down. Finally, I calmed down enough and everything. But I was like, man, that was a rush.
It can be pretty scary. I remember when I had Ed from Prepper Nurse 1, he has like almost 100,000, and then Jason, Angry Prepper, and Rudy. Now they've gotten me so used to it that I'm like, hey man, I don't even write stuff down anymore. I'm like, we're just gonna roll with it.
Yeah. Well, and I think you're right. You're a natural at just interviewing. You're really good at it. Like I said, I'm not a very good interviewer. I'm just like, okay, what do I ask next?
You'll pick it up in no time, Jess. No time at all.
Yeah, and those bigger channels, like you said, like I can't even imagine.
JM at the Net House, thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. My scariest interview at first, this is when because I was kind of starting and I was being interviewed. There hasn't been a lot of people that interviewed me, which is weird. But was Jason when Angry Prepper said, okay, I'm going to interview you on this day. And for the week leading up to that, I was freaking out. Like, okay, what is he going to ask me? Is he going to freak out on me? Is he going to call me some weird names because I didn't say the right question? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But now that I know Jason personally and we talk, a lot, it's like, okay, man. And now it's like we're like buddies. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. Like a lot more relaxing. And he's helped me out, man. When he came in, when I interviewed him on my channel, he didn't have to do that. I called him out of the blue and texted him like, hey man, I got a situation. I need your help. And he came in clutch to help out.
That's awesome. Yeah. I remember like when you interviewed me on the channel and you'd asked me, I don't even know how you found me then. That was like so long ago, it seems like, but you had asked me if you could interview me. And I'm like, what? He wants to interview me. I was like so nervous.
It's weird how I was GreyMan's best interview. Just saying, that's what Gardner Josh said. I don't know. I reach out to a lot of folks. People recommend like how you guys recommend stuff in the channel. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you should check out this channel.
Yeah.
On the radio. Dragon says I remind him of a talk show host, and I get that a lot. My wife tells me that I talk too much, of course, and that I need to slow it down. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to be this smooth gray man here live tonight on YouTube, but it just doesn't work for me. Creative redundancy.
S. Moore is asking which is worse, being interviewed or interviewing. I personally think interviewing somebody else because you have to think about it. But if somebody else is interviewing you, you just come up with the answers.
Right. I can touch on that too. But Lady T Survival says, I'm in Florida, Lady T. I'm in Florida. And S. Moore, to answer your question, I'd rather be interviewed. Because doing the interviewing aspect of when you're doing interview, I have to watch this screen, this camera, my notes, and keep the conversation going, engaging in good questions. Because if you ask a really like a closed question and they say, let's say I ask Jess, do you have pigs? And she says, yes. then okay, that it's dead right there. That question is dead. So you have to give, when you come in with lead in with the question has to be good enough where they talk and go into something like, do you have pigs? What kind of pigs do you are, and how hard are they to raise, and what do you feed them? So that you hit them with like 3 questions at one time, and that'll spawn that conversation.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And I remember like one of my first people that I interviewed, I had like 30 questions written down, and that's basically how it went. Like I would ask a question, they'd say yes or no. And all 30 of my questions were answered within the first 10 minutes of that live stream. And I'm like, oh no, now what do I do?
It happens. It happens.
Earlier, you were talking about the Amish too. I don't know much about Florida, but do you know where Sarasota is? There's a huge Amish community in Sarasota, and I guess all the Amish from Ohio, where I am from, they go and vacation there in Sarasota.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, so you might be able to hit some Amish up there.
B Charming says no live. Why not, B? I'd love to get you on the channel one of these times and dig into that brain of yours about all your beekeeping skills. I know you got some good information out there, B. I would like to find a bee farmer and interview him. I'm also working on trying to find local folks to do actual live interviews with me and someone like live. You know what I mean? Tangents are important in great conversation as long as they align with the topic. Agreed. I like the dragon smoke. Bruce, yeah. Some people ask me when I'm vaping, they're always wondering, what are you doing? No, I'm a hit and miss. I do that for Dragon that's on here. Prepper Chicken, Texas. Prepping outside the box. Yeah, Josh, from my understanding, Josh said he was taking a break in regards to YouTube. I haven't talked to him in quite some time. Yeah, Jeff, I remember you saying that, but I'm not, Jess can say it too.
Hey, I said it like an hour ago too, Jeff. Grey just didn't see mine.
I have it on a 10-second delay. There's only there was like 70 people in here. I don't know exactly how many people were in here. I did get 1 thumbs down, woohoo, and 90 thumbs up. So we did have one person that does not like me rambling. But that's okay. That is okay.
That's not bad out of 70 some people.
Yeah, right. So, and that's what I've noticed. Depending on the way the stream is and how much I ramble, the stream will start to die off. And then I don't know if you pay attention to stream when you're running stream, and you'll start to see the numbers decrease. And I'm like, okay, it's time to wrap it up because people have lost interest in what's going on in the chat, or someone else has gone live and they have something more pertinent to talk about than me just rambling on about random stuff. Hey, what's up, Catskill? Thanks so much. Oh, we got 94 thumbs up. You guys are phenomenal.
Nice.
Jeff Riffle, thumbs down. You made it. I know, right? Yeah. I get at least 1 thumbs down on every single video, dang near. It could be a giveaway video, and I still get a thumbs down because someone really out there just dislikes gray. Maybe I have too much gray on my face. I'm not sure what's going on. Well, creative redundancy, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I only laugh because I get the same thing.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
It happens. I watch a lot of channels, and Rudy Alaska Prepper does so much for this community with the stuff and the food that he's given to food banks and all the stuff he's raised, and people thumbs down his videos. And I'm like, are you guys insane? Like, who would do that? He's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any dang sense at all. Drives me crazy. But let me see. No egg on your face. Yeah, right. Keto, what are you solid on? Oh, Keto, what are you solid on in prepping?
Oh, I'm a homesteader. I'm like the ultimate prepper. I raise all my own food for butcher, my own animals. I garden and can, freeze, dehydrate. I don't know. I do a lot of stuff.
What was it? Never boring gray man. I appreciate the independent marine. I give you guys credit. You know what I mean? I appreciate you folks sitting here listening to me ramble on. Muzzle Flash, you're having chicken tonight. Are you going to share with everyone in chat? Are you making enough chicken for everybody?
Not lab grown.
Some folks just cruise all the live streams to give thumbs down to start the crap. I agree, Wink. Jason tells me, he said before he even starts his live stream, he'll have a couple thumbs down. He says he doesn't even start. No one even knows what the conversation is, and they thumbs down his stuff. And I agree. Doc Mac, you are correct. That is my dream as well. Homestead. That is my ultimate dream. It is a lot of work. It's not easy, folks. But if you're dedicated, I think everyone can have that option.
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap, Grey getting lit, LOL. You know, Harvey, I've been thinking about because the Bizza Rizza Jizza actually has that great book series, and I've fallen asleep to some of it because it's good stuff. And I'm thinking about wanting to reach out to him and get him on the channel and kind of dive into what gave him this idea to create these books, because he's been around for quite some time. So that's another channel I need to reach out to. And Heritage Heart Home said you're correct. Thumbs down is not bad. Technically, it still shows interaction on the channel. So these folks that are going around giving the thumbs down, thinking they're doing something to prove a point, are just showing interaction on the channel, and YouTube likes it either way. If it trolls Grey trolls. Yeah. I was watching Mike over Asymmetrical Preparedness. He made me, Jen, and several others because he had some trolls in his chat, and we were like snipers. We were taking them out as they came in.
Milo says at Keto Homestead with Jess, what would you need to trade for in shift? Probably ammunition, but you know, I have a pitchfork, so.
Milo said, what would you need to trade for in shift? You know, Milo, I've been really digging into trades because people have a lot of different, like, you know, what they would trade. You know, some people say they'll trade ammo. Some people say they'll trade alcohol, tobacco, coffee, sugar, salt. There's a lot of things. I'm reading a book right now on, it's an EMP series. And I've been watching what they've been trading and how they trade. And they have this flea market now in the book. It's like the fourth book in. And they have a flea market where they use silver. They use silver to buy stuff and use that to buy stuff like canning jars, canning lids are in hot commodities. It's interesting how they went from the EMP into where they're at now.
And just to touch basis on that is, like, I really like looking back at the Depression and what they had to go through and what they traded with. And like, if you look into a lot of Depression stuff and look at the things that the government rationed to those people, those will be your like number one trading items, like your coffee, your flours, and your sugars, like Grey said. So as they say, history always repeats themselves. So why not learn from, you know, our grandparents or great grandparents?
Lady T, give it time. You will grow. I started out small. You'll be surprised how fast the channels will grow sometimes. Liz says hair color trade. I like him. Oh, are you talking Asymmetrical, Mike? He was just on live tonight, Heritage. You might want to check out his channel, and because sometimes you'll get unsubscribed. YouTube purges a lot of people from it. Oh, okay. Nomad says the Bizza had appendicitis, so he's on a little bit of a hiatus. Well, I mean, like I said, I don't plan on going anywhere, so we can eventually reach out to him and set something up down the road. D14 Jab says, don't forget spices. Dried spices will last a good long time as well.
And that's what I worked on really hard this year. I planted an herb garden for the first time this year. So I've got culinary herbs in there and then medical herbs. So I planted them all. Now I got to learn about them all.
Yeah, Josh, you have enough eggs to probably trade for a year. With all those chickens that you have. I wish you lived close, Josh, because I would harass you for eggs every day because I'm huge. I love my eggs every morning.
The milkmaid just popped in. Hello. I have a question for you, Grey. How far away are you from becoming a homesteader or being able to move in that direction?
We're about a year out, maybe less, depending if we can. We're currently in the search for land property. We're just trying to find the right one. We've come across one or two, and then they want too much for it. You know, around the one that really worked out well had a beautiful home on it. It had horse stalls. It had things for cattle and all that stuff like that. It was about 20 acres with this beautiful house on it, and they wanted $500,000 for it. I could not afford that. Yeah, I could not afford that.
But really, a year, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's where we're at. I've been putting every dime we have. I work 2 jobs plus YouTube, and my wife works 2 jobs. So we're constantly working and working and working to put money away for to get this homestead. And Josh said it best one time. Gardner Josh says, that's why we support you, Grey, because we want to watch you on your journey evolving into a homestead. Because once I get into a homestead, everything I do on the homestead will be videoed. I'll be going through the whole process. I'll probably set cameras up at that point to make it easier for myself.
Yeah, that'll be awesome there, just to watch you from the get-go and just growing.
Klingon Princess, what is up? Milkmaid, I didn't say hi to you yet as well. I got to chat with Milkmaid last night on Ghost's channel. And she was shocked that I watched her content. I'm like, yes, I've watched your content. I watch a lot of smaller channels because I like to see where you guys are coming from and where as you grow, because that's how I've been growing. I'm still like, you know, even Jason at the Angry Prepper said the other day, he is a small channel and he considers, you know, roughly 90,000 or under 100,000 small channel, because in the YouTube verse of things, you know, 500,000 or 1 million subscribers. Now that's a big channel. So me being at, I don't even know where I'm at. I'm about a little over 6,000 subscribers. I consider myself a tiny channel, you know what I mean? But the best thing about it is that it's a lot easier for me to interact with you folks. I have no idea if I ever get past the 10,000 mark, you know, it'd be kind of cool, you know, to hit that mark. But if it doesn't, then I'm happy, you know.
Isn't it funny how, like, when you're at like 300, you're like, oh man, look at those big channels at like 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to 1,000 and you're like, man, look at those channels at 10,000.
Yeah, I agree. I remember watching Pinball. I think Pinball was at like 10,000 or 11,000 when I first started watching him.
It's crazy.
Kaylin, I understand that, but you know, you still add value to this prepping community.
Night be charming.
Good night, B. You take care. And don't forget to reach out to me. Send the email so I can get that to you. And creative redundancy, I appreciate that. Turn that off. I do appreciate that. My mom, before my mom passed away, she used to tell me all the time, she's like, you know, I do have a big heart. Sometimes I let that get the best of me when it comes to certain things. But I've learned to try to, you know, some people say I'm too nice, if you ever experienced that before. Fort Sill, I knew there was a reason I liked you. Klingon. And, you know, as I've been growing, some of the names that have been here since the beginning is really cool. Yeah, be charming. Don't forget, that's $25. Stuart W, I agree. Big channels. I've intermingled with some of the bigger channels. And I don't mean to, I don't know disrespect to who I'm talking about. Like, I still watch Black Scout Survival, which is a huge channel, and he's done some lives, and I'm trying to get in there. I've even super chatted, and it just goes by so fast that he had no clue that I was even in there, trying to, you know, to conversate about the conversation. And Bruce, yeah, I've always thought about wanting to bring Pinball on, but I, you know, just got Pinball on her channel, so I'll give him a break, and maybe I'll reach out to him in a couple months, and maybe he'll join me one of these nights on my channel as well.
I finally beat you to one, huh? I'm just
Last 7 skills. Do not tell mom about me and Monty. What's up, last 7? Never, Josh. This is what makes doing YouTube. This is what makes it entertaining, is the subscribers. Reading these comments and interacting with these folks is the best part.
Yeah.
Wait,
says her oregano came back from last year. She didn't have to replant it. That's awesome.
That is awesome. Klingon, yes. Jason's chat can be he I think he has a 30-second delay on his. So instead now since I'm more connected to Jason, if I have something to say to him, I just text him and drive him crazy with my text. Eventually he'll answer me. If he's not busy, he'll answer me pretty quick.
Yeah, those other those big channels, and you go in their chat, I'm just like, wow, how do they even keep up? That's insane.
Agreed.
Even when they do have the delay on the chat, it's still crazy.
So that I do agree. Hey, Van Life with Gina, welcome. Hey, Gina, I was going to reach out to you. I was going to reach out to you Sunday. So you expect a text from me, Gina. I have something I wanted to talk to you about. What's up, Rip Curl? How you doing tonight?
Hey, Rip Curl. Somebody asked me a question and it jumped. It said something, what kind of canning does keto prefer? I can everything, whether I'm keto or not. In a shift situation, I'm going to eat. I don't care what that is.
Lady T says, I planted asparagus, garlic, onions, jalapenos, some dill, oregano. Was already growing some basil and thyme. I just think self-sufficiency is the way to go when it comes to stuff like that. That's the whole reason I want the homestead. And thanks to folks like yourself and other homesteaders that I've interviewed, I know how to approach certain things better now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love growing asparagus. I have a pretty good sized patch of asparagus, and it just keeps on growing, and every year it gets bigger and bigger.
Thanks, Gina. That sounds awesome. Yeah, like I said, I'll reach out to you. I think I got your number.
You've got all kinds of people jumping in here now. Bew.
Oh, Bew's in here too? Yeah. Just wanted to pop in and say hello, Grey. My father died, so I haven't been around. Well, my condolences, Bew. I know how it is. Like I said, when my mother passed away, it was very shocking. And if I was doing YouTube at the time, I probably would have had to take at least a week away from that because it was pretty rough. But my condolences and to you and your family.
Yes. Q Kitchen and Beyond is asking, can you can cream cheese with fruit in it? I don't know. I've never tried it. I don't think I would want to try that. You can experiment and try it, but I don't know if that would hold up.
Creative redundancy 100. Wow, we have 103 actually creative redundancy. Man, how did I get all these likes? I must be doing something right tonight. Yeah, Doc Mac. So the reason there's a long story where I've been drinking out of glass and drinking out of certain products. It's Harvey Black turned me on to a lot of research information on BPA and BPS and plastics, and kind of honestly, to be honest, scared the crap out of me. So I'm trying to limit my exposure as best as I can. I can't do it 100% of the time, but when I can, I'm slowly separating myself from plastic products.
Muzzle Flash says, plant every possible herb available. Where did it go? It just jumped on me. And keep your rice and beans interesting. Right? Hey, I'm not going to starve.
It's the Rocky eyes, Milkmaid. Oh boy, I don't know if you heard, I was on live. Someone in chat says that I look like I have the eyes of Sylvester Stallone, and I was like, what? And now everybody's telling me that I have these eyes, and I don't know what they mean by that. And it's a little bit embarrassing, as you can see me blushing a bit. But
Stuart W says, Gray, all the likes are for Jess.
Yes, I'm gonna have Jess more often then. Oh, that rabbit hole. Clean canteen. I'm with it. Have been for years. Okay, Doc Mac. So then you understand. Let me see here. What do we got? Canned bacon. Yes. People love their bacon.
Yes, I love canning bacon. Prepper Nurse One has a get together on July 16, 17, 18 in New York. Are you going?
Who, me?
I guess.
I wish I could go up there, but it would be impossible. If Ed wants to come down here, we can have a get together. What's up, Christ is the answer. Good to see you.
No, Shawnee says, did you see that Ball came out with drinking cups made of stainless? Maybe it will replace the red Solo cup. I didn't know that.
No, I understand that, Q Kitchen. And I appreciate the compliment. I do. I truly do. I get a little embarrassed sometimes.
Did you see Milo's comment? Did you already read that?
Where's Milo
Betty
at
Davis
here?
eyes.
Betty Davis.
Eyes
you
of a
guys.
tiger, Rocky.
And it's funny. I forgot someone else was on there, and I was like, "Yo, Adrian." Some people got it. Some people got it.
Hi, Evan. Thanks for liking my Ohio State chair.
Rip, I'm actually going to be dropping some Swiss chard in soon. I think next week we're going to be dropping some Swiss chard in. Bourbon bacon jam. That sounds tasty. Life with Bobby. Muzzle flash. I agree. I've been a fan of his for quite some time just because of all the movies he made. And, if you look at Rambo, that was one of the movies that resounded with me early on. Matter of fact, the first drive-in theater that I went to when I was very, very young, my dad took me to see Rocky. Or was it Rocky 3? One of the Rockies. It was my first thing, my first drive-in as a child, until they tore the drive-in down now. The milkmaid says, haha, you need to start a live with Eye of the Tiger now, just for fun. The milkmaid, I would, but then they would hit me for copyright infringement. Now, if I can get someone maybe playing the guitar behind me or something, I don't know. That might be an option.
Rena is asking, Jess, do you use thick bacon when canning? My thin stuff disintegrates. I use both, whatever I can get my hands on. If I'm doing a butcher pig that we've butchered ourselves, then the bacon's a lot thicker. If I do store-bought bacon, it's a lot thinner. I hear feedback. That's weird. And when I can my bacon, I actually bake it on a baking sheet for a little bit before I can it. So I don't know if that's what you do or what method you use. But mine has never disintegrated.
PAEMT, cheers. And Muzzle Flash Gray, the Stanley Adventure Cookware has the green hardened plastic accessories. Are they bad? They can be. So when you think about this, Muzzle, anything plastic, when you apply heat to something, if there's anything inside the plastic, when you apply heat to it, let's say hot food, or some hot chili or soup, or you put it in some sort of microwave or whatever that you do where it applies heat to that plastic, which and then to me opens up that aspect for chemicals that are in that plastic to leach into the food that you're consuming or liquid that you're consuming and then into your body. So hopefully maybe that'll answer your question. Now, there's people out there who say that there's BPA free plastic. But then you have to look at the other side of things, BPS. And then as I went down this rabbit hole, and it's a deep rabbit hole, I'm still finding information. There's a lot of other chemicals outside of just BPA and BPS. These were just two of the big chemicals that were brought up into mainstream.
Hey, Hutch Homestead. Yeah, you guys, my green screen's turning me into a zombie. It's all right. It'll keep things interesting.
What is up, Hutch Homestead? Haven't seen you. Well, no, I just saw you. You were live. You were live not too long ago. Everybody was live not too long ago. Mm-hmm. I clicked on the YouTube and I was like, wow, there's like 10 channels live. What is everybody doing? Is something I'm missing? Something pop off? Is it the end of the world?
I think it doesn't matter anymore. Any day that somebody goes live, it seems like there's like 10, 15 channels on.
Yeah. Kit Carlson, you just got the notification, man. We've been on for an hour and 40 minutes, man. You got to, YouTube can be a monster sometimes.
Night, Lady T.
Yeah, Monty Milkmaid. Well, Hutch, people like to double dip. And good night, Lady T. I do it. Mm-hmm. I've been doing my own live and then having a little window in the corner watching it live. I do stuff like that. Jinja Ninja, it's everywhere and everything. We can't escape it. Agreed. But here's how I look at it. You can lower your exposure to it. The more you try, like I could be sitting here drinking, because I drink a lot of water. I could be drinking water after water from a bottle that's been sitting in storage that could be old. So now I'm processing the water to filter it. God, man, it's a long story. My goal is to get a Berkey now, to process my water through that. and see how that works better. But I'm trying to reduce my exposure to these plastics. And no, you can't, you probably can't get away from it in every aspect because there's so much things in plastic. Everything, like I said, look, I'll use this for example. I've never used it. I bought it to use it, but now I'm curious. This is a Brita water filter, but the entire thing is plastic. The Sawyer Mini, plastic. The Life Straw, plastic. Your 5-gallon buckets that you grow stuff in, plastic. So yes, it says food grade, but it's still plastic. So like I said, it's a nasty rabbit hole. I don't want to open that can of worms up right now, but it's just it's complicated. So I figured I'd try to reduce some of my exposure to it. Hutch had to take a smoke break. Don't touch your phone. Are you talking to me, Jeff? I just make sure you didn't text me. Even people have
because the phone's probably because he's saying the phone is plastic. It's got plastic. Everything has plastic.
Bew says, Gray, do you ever add oral rehydration to your water? Oral rehydration. Why does that not sound familiar to me? You got me wondering what that means. Maybe I'm just reading it wrong. I mean, dun, dun, dun. Oral rehydration, not dehydration or give oral hydration, or immediately dehydrate patients who can sit up and drink. Sorry, folks. I'm just looking real quick what oral rehydration is. Salts, oral salts. So it's like a salt.
Oh, okay.
And the reason I asked that is because I do have like electrolytes, little small packets of electrolytes that I dump into water for additional hydration and all that jazz. But that may be different.
Jeff is saying, thanks, Jess. I don't know why. But you're welcome.
Creative redundancy, you're correct. Synthetic materials. Plastic is in almost everything. It'll blow your mind. As I've been digging into this stuff. How you guys store peanut butter? You get the Jiffy peanut butter? Plastic. Everything is plastic.
That's just like all your condiments, your mustard, your mayonnaise, everything. Cream cheese comes in plastic. I'm like, what the heck? And I didn't notice how much everything came in plastic until that live.
So Kaylin said oral hydration salts are powdered. So yes, then exactly. I do have it. I can reach, if you guys want to see some, I have the Propel. I have a bunch of stuff that I use for oral electrolytes to add to water.
Your chat just keeps going. Vroom.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up to it too. The milkmaid. You won't regret the Berkey. Wish I spent the money years ago. Ghost has a very cool vid in a homemade one with a Berkey filters. Extremely good design. I'll have to check that out. I thought I've seen most of Ghost's videos. Exactly, Eric. It is. That's what I figured. At least if I can limit my exposure to the plastics, it's somewhat a step in the right direction. Muzzle. What did Muzzle say that Jeff is saying? It's a good point. Pink Himalayan salt has no microplastics. Sea salt does, obviously. Oh, man. I have a couple of packets of Trior rehydration salts. Salt, cucumber, and lemon for electrolytes. And the chat just jumped on me. I agree, Ginger Ninja. What are we agreeing with, Ginger? What did Ginger Ninja say now?
I don't know. They're saying Ginger Ninja's being sneaky tonight, too, and I don't know what that was about.
But to be honest, if shit hits the fan or shift, getting through the moment outweighs the potential long-term effects of plastic. No, I get that, Ginger. I know what you're saying. When it comes to a survival situation, you're probably going to use every option that you can to survive. If there's water in a bottle that's been sitting there for a year, you're probably going to take that risk versus, stagnant water in a mud puddle. I get that. I get what you're saying. All right, now let me try to see what plants want. Electrolytes is what plants want. All in the water. Never thought of that before. Christ is the answer. That's why they help hydrate you better than plain water like liquid IV and a drip drop. I do have saline drips on at my preps, just because I'm a medic.
That's a good idea, Klingon Princess. I'm saving peanuts to make peanut butter with my long term. For long term, that's a good idea.
Agreed. like Harvey throwing a bunch of things in there. And if that's what I'm saying. So when you get honey, having honey in glass is the best way to go. Don't buy the plastic honey. It's just most of the cheap honey that's basically high fructose corn syrup is in plastic. You want to get jars of honey. And if you can get honey that's, made by your local beekeeper, support them. Mason jars, Harvey, I only drink out of stainless and mason jars. Yeah, I got my stainless over here as well. But I like the glass jar because it makes people think I'm drinking moonshine.
Trying to be a cool kid.
That's good, Christ is the answer. So green onion or wild chives could be used like a straw. I had my coffee like that for fun. Oh, that's pretty cool. I never thought about that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Another thing is if you grow, see Florida, we have a lot of bamboo. You can use bamboo for lots of stuff. They're hollowed out. You can use bamboo straws and whatnot. I'm probably missing stuff. It just about it. How to seal, make it in chamber, make it recycled jars. With high-end prices of oil and gas, we won't think plastics would be more expensive than glass, etc. I know, right? Needs a drinking jar. LOL. Yeah, right, Kaylin. Mark has this one. He has. I want to get some of these where they look like a mug, but they have like the little handle on them. Mark has a bunch of those.
Yeah.
D14, exactly. Bamboo irrigation systems. That's some of the primitive folks used to use is bamboo for that. That's awesome, Milkmaid. I bought good raw honey in plastic and put it in jars. Smart. Yeah, you want to get it out of that plastic. Mm-hmm. What's up, Teresa? Awesome. Independent. Even BPA-free plastic bottles contain toxic BPS and other. See, that's what I'm telling folks. It's there's a lot of information when it comes to this information, or when it comes to BPA and BPS. And like I said, I'm learning about it, and it's a deep, deep rabbit hole. And when you learn some of the things about it and why the government skews some of the stuff in regards to plastics. Drinking that shine, huh? Drinking Dr. Pepper through a red licorice stick is the best. I got a drinking jar that looks like a normal canning jar, but with a handle. Yeah, Kaylin's train. That's, I think, what Mark has too.
And Jeff says I store food in my organic gut.
Jeff is, I think Jeff should be a comedian. He's always coming with these one-liners. Almost as good as Prepper 101. Prepper 101 comes up. Watching him in chat sometimes is great.
Q Kitchen and Beyond. My father's family is from Kentucky, and they were bootleggers.
What's up, Bushcraft family?
Hello.
Q Kitchen, my brother, he lives in London, Kentucky. I need to go visit him. London, Kentucky is a very interesting place. That's the flea markets there are pretty interesting. What
Josh is saying, what am I, chop liver? What?
Gardner Josh, yeah. Josh. Yeah, Josh, have you ever watched Josh go crazy in some of the other chats? Some of the stuff that he does is entertaining as hell.
Yeah. I like him best in this chat though with Monty and Monty's wife. Yes,
Mrs. Monty is intriguing.
Yeah.
It's funny to see that. They're almost like because Monty and Josh, they're a thing. Mm-hmm. So Mrs. Monty has to have her own thing going.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Hutch. Prepper 101. The stuff that he says, especially about what is his mother-in-law and stuff, is hilarious, man. It is hilarious. And just so you guys know, Prepper 101, I think he has like 3 years. If you ever go check out his channel, I did this. He hasn't posted in a long time, but the videos he did do were great videos, man. Great videos. I told him that. I left comments on there and had a conversation with him about that. Yeah, Prepper Wizard is good too. There's a lot of good folks out there that come with some good stuff. 101 ain't never been married. What's up, Julie?
Hi, Julie.
I don't know. He might be sleeping for all I know. Was he in chat earlier? I thought I did see him. I saw him somewhere. He was either here or I saw him in chat somewhere today.
No, he was in. I'm pretty sure he was in here.
I think so too. I think he was in the early ons of chat. Deanna Walters, what is up? I don't know if you guys are just happening to rolling into me now, or a bunch of people end their lives. Because you guys missed up. Just so you guys know, GreyMan did a pop-up giveaway today. So if you were on somebody else's live, you missed it. Just telling you. I gave two gift cards away tonight on a pop-up giveaway. So you never know what's going to happen on Late Night with Grey. Self-promotion. And let me see if I can dig up. Well, technically it says Prepper 101 is lurking. Either he's just watching or letting it run, but he technically is here. Let's see if I can wake him up.
He's double dipping.
Wake up. Let's see if he pops, if he sees that.
Doc Mac says chat is going up, so buckle up.
My chat? Why my chat? What did I do?
Oh no.
You never know. We're back up to 68. We were down to like 59. I don't know where everybody's coming from. I'm looking around here. I don't see anything.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Creative redundancy 101. LOL. It says he's around. I mean, because I can still pull up his name. I'm a newbie here. Teresa. I'm a newbie in here, kinda. I'm always on AP Jason's Pinball and North Shore. Well, thank you, Teresa, for visiting. Jason is a good friend of mine. Pinball I've watched, and North Shore helped me not start my channel, but help boost my channel early on in my YouTube career. Okay, Bushcraft. My phone died. I've been going on. It's almost 2 hours. I'm not going to run it too much longer, folks. I've been running here. Been running for quite some time. Yeah, Teresa. Jason has helped me out tremendously. He has directed a lot of folks to me. If you ever watch, Jason he wears some of my my gear in his videos, and you'll see me wearing Jason's gear as well. Let me see here. What am I missing? Yeah, like I said, I've been. People have always asked me, about me in my chat. We had discussed this earlier with a lot of folks. I've been running Thursday night, Late Night with Grey. Probably, man, I don't know how many I've done, but I've been doing this for quite some time on the at this time slot. Grey needs his beauty sleep. Yeah, eventually, yeah. It's because it's gonna get late because I gotta wake up early. What time is it? 12:24. Yeah, Crisis answer. Jason is great. And some of the stuff that comes out of Jason's mouth just has me in tears half the time.
Hey, Ghost.
What's up, Ghost Preppers in the house? We're doing the live canning video. I watched his update.
I'm excited. Are you going to be there?
It's Saturday, right? Saturday. Yeah. I will be at work, but I will be on my phone. So I'll be watching. I don't know how interactive I'll be, but I will be watching.
Do you ever get a day off?
Matter of fact, what sucks this week is I have an issue in staffing, so I have to cover Sunday.
Ugh.
So now I'm gonna have to pre-record my Sunday shift report and run it, and then I don't know if I'll be able to be interactive in my own chat this Sunday because I have to cover that shift because there's no one else. Because my partner, his father is in critical care; he's having some issues, so he has to go over to Ocala, and being a business owner or whatnot, you have to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
Let's see, tactical.
So Ghost Prepper will have his canning marathon on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure who's all going to be on the panel. I'm going to be on the panel. Ghost is going to be on the panel. And I don't know who else is going to be up there canning. But I have a feeling it's going to be fun.
Well, again, thank you, Teresa, for hanging out with us. I'm going to, why is this? Whoops, I did miss that one up. Thanks, Harvey. I'm going to schedule my meat grinding for your live next week. Then I can at least listen with headphones. Got about 200. Oh, so you must be talking to Wink. You're talking to Ghost, right? Prayers to your coworker, man. Yeah, no, I agree. It's a blood thing that his dad has, and it's his dad is around 90 some years old, in his 90s. So it's a scary thing. So I rather have to work that and let him do what he needs to do and be with his family. Because I can just pre-record my Sunday shift. It's a pre-recorded premiere anyways, so it's not going to be a huge issue. I'll just stay up late Saturday when I get out of work and record the content. The news might be a day old, but I'll still be able to push it out. Canning crew, right? Right, Tennessee Tactical. Marine. Let me see here. Am I missing anything?
And just
Beans
a lot
live.
of people jumping in. Hey, CB.
I'm missing a bunch of people. CB, so did CB, you ever see that? CB told me that she said that something about putting what are they, super soakers on the front porch and with a little thing on there for her to have some fun. I thought it was pretty cool. I forget the exact story, but because she was going through some stuff the other day. Duct tape. What's up, Laura?
We're canning beans, and it's Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. There's Mark again. Hello, Mark.
We're still going strong. Yeah, I know, Mark. By the time you get off, Mark, I will be in bed. But we will do our live Tuesday, Mark, because I'll be doing double lives on Tuesday, and one in the morning and one in the afternoon. I try to get I don't know. I think we're supposed to do it on my channel this week. What's up, Laura? Hey, Laura, since you're a member, did you get to see my member only video? I'm trying to get everybody's feedback on that. Let's see, where are we at? Sorry for being late. Granddaddy duties. You're a granddad, Tennessee Tactical? D14. Can. That's like a tongue twister, man.
Yeah, it was.
That is like a tongue twister.
Ghost says he has no sound.
I got no sound. Ghost, you have no sound from me, or you have no sound with your computer? Did you mute yourself, Ghost? Ghost, are we going to have a behind the scenes technical exploratory video? What video, Gray? So all the members I put out, nope, haven't seen it. If you look on my content, I put a member only video out. I think it's titled A Tour of My Garden. So if you're a member, you have access to that. I showed everybody what I got growing and kind of like a little bit about my garden. It's kind of like a sneak peek before I release it to the full subscribers. I'm trying to produce content for you members because you guys, are supportive. So I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek at like some of the seedlings and the plants that we're growing, currently what we're dropping in the ground and stuff like that. I did it. It was Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday afternoon, I dropped that video around 4 or 5 o'clock for members only. And then I put a post in my community tab to let the members know that I put that in there. So if you can't find the video, go to the community tab. It'll be a member only post and you'll see that. Lost all my late night peeps, LOL.
Creative redundancy is saying goodbye. Have a good night.
Take care, CR. Thanks for hanging out with us for almost 2 hours. I always plan on at least an hour, max an hour and a half, and then it always goes thing. Yeah, Bushcraft. That's right. I did remember that, and she is putting in all the work. Last one I saw was you walking and finding wild grapes. Klingon, that was my regular video. The one I'm talking about is a member only video. It'll only have a little bit of views on it. And if you can't find it, Klingon, like I said, you can check in the go to the community tab and or member tab or something like that, and you can see it. All right, Kaylin, have a good night. I'm about to end it here in a minute, anyways. It's getting late. Thanks, Rip. It's hard on my wife though. JM, I'm a grandma and a great grandma. That's awesome. Good to meet you. Beans, good for you. More you eat, more you toilet seat. That's funny, PA. JM in the house. Congrats, JM.
Good night, Rubio.
And Jen, I'll check the I'll try to get to the P.O Box. I know you sent me something, so I got to get to there as soon as possible. Have a good night, Nomad. Don't worry, we're wrapping this up too. I have to be up at 5:30, so everyone have a good night. So yeah, I'm with you guys. All right. So that being said, we are going to go ahead and wrap this up, folks. Today is my Friday from YouTube. I will be off. I take Fridays and Saturdays off to spend time with family, to get things done that I need to get done, and do research for upcoming content. I will see everybody back on Sunday, the premiere for the Sunday shift report, and then I'll see you throughout the week next week. And on my Tuesday, I run my live on Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Unless Jason is running still, I might be at 10 p.m. on Tuesday. So either 9 or 10 p.m. on Tuesday while Jason's doing stuff where I kind of working in combination with him. And then Thursday at 10:30 p.m. I run my late show. So other than that, I want to say thanks, Jess, for joining me this evening and having a little chit chat with the folks. And I want to say thank you to everybody in chat. Appreciate all you guys' support. Look forward to seeing you guys as well. Thanks for all the mods. Thanks for all the members. And thanks for everyone who did the super chats. Look forward to talking to you guys here soon. All right. This is GreyMan, and I'm out, and I will see you guys on the rebound.
See ya.
Good night. And if I can end the broadcast.